Hey, welcome to the channel. Today we have a little different video, and what we're going to do is we're going to design and print a part for a CPAP breathing machine. I had a friend that dropped it, broke the end of it off, and his tube doesn't fit in the top of the machine anymore, so we're going to make him a new one. We're going to start out by loading Solid Edge, which is a CAD software. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out and making a circle. We're going to draw a circle 28.9 centimeters, and all these are going to be in centimeters. So put in the number, and there it is there. That will be the bottom of our part. So now what we want to do is we want to extrude or stretch that part, and we want to stretch that part to 31.75 millimeters. And 7.5, there it is there. That's the bottom cylinder. Now we want to build the top cylinder. So we want the top cylinder to start there. And that cylinder, that upper cylinder, is going to be 21.5 millimeters. So we'll just punch in that number. There it is there. And again, we want to stretch that. We want to extrude that. So we pick that circle. Pick that circle. Try it again. Pick that circle and bring that up to 21.6 millimeters. So 21.6. Next thing we want to do is we want to put a hole down the center of it because it has to allow air to go through. So we pick the top of it. We're now going to draw another circle. And we're going to draw this circle 18 millimeters. And instead of extruding it, we're going to cut it. So you'll see here in a moment, we change this to cut, pick the circle that we want to cut, and pull it through, and pull it down. And it will put a hole right in the part. What we want to do is we want this part to fit over the broken piece that's there. So we have to make this bottom piece a little bit wider. The hole we have to make a little bit wider. So what we'll do is we're going to pick the center of the bottom hole. I'm having a little difficulty getting the center. Yep, not going. Let's get a direct on view. Now this will be a whole lot easier. Grab the center and grab the center. There we go. Grab the center and make that hole 22.3 millimeters round. Again, we want to make that 23 centimeters. And again, like with the original hole, what we want to do is we're going to cut this, but we're going to cut this to 25 millimeters. So we pick that circle that we just made. Oop, forgot to put cut, and now we're going to enter the dimension 25 millimeters. There we go. There's the part. So with anything, we don't want like real sharp corners, anything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a radius, or we're going to round these corners to make them a little softer. And in the bottom cylinder, where the two meet, we're going to put a chamfer here. And that is a angled piece. Instead of a round piece, it'll be an angled piece. There's that. So what we want to do now, the part is completed. We just want to take a quick look at it, make sure it's what we want, make sure we don't see anything we don't need. And let's go save that part. So we go up to the top, we do a save as, just like we do any other type of document that we do. And we're going to put CPAP. Oh, spelled it wrong, but that's okay. We'll know what it is. There's our part. Next thing we want to do is we now want to bring this into the 3D print part of the CAD software, and we want to convert it to a generic 3D print file so that any printer would be able to print this file. So we're going to save this as a 3MF, or you could save it as an STL. They're both basically the same. The 3MF file format has a few more options that are saved. So after this, we want to load Cura. And at the time of this recording, I'm using 5.2.1, which is the latest one. And we're going to take that generic print and specifically make it for our printer. So we pick that part, and you'll see that part appear in the left. Drag that to the center. And this is a simulation of what my printer would look like. So that's where I want it to print. I want it to print in the center, and I want to slice it. And what this is going to do is this is going to slice it into, this part here was about 300 layers that my printer can understand and know how to print. So there it is. It's an hour and 22 minutes long, and it's going to use 10 grams of filament. We want to save this file to my printer, and I got to change the name. That's not right. So let's yeah, it's not right. Not going to take that. So let's go change the name to something that Windows likes. It's our CPAP connector. It works just the same as a CPAP connector. And there it goes. We're going to save this. So now this is saving it that my printer can understand it. And here's my printer here. So we're going to upload it to my printer. There's the G-code file that comes from Cura. It uploads it. And let's scroll up to it. It should be at the very top here. We pick that and put print. So now it's going to heat up the nozzle in the bed. It's going to get the printer ready. It's going to do some level adjustments. And it's raising in temperature. You can see it going down. Hang on a second. The bed is heating up. So that's that. So now with the magic of time, we're going to take an hour and 22 minute print. You can see it's just starting here. It's putting out a base print, and here we are at about 500 times normal speed, printing that little part. We're about halfway through the bottom cylinder, and we should start to see the top cylinder being printed. There it is right there. There's the top cylinder coming through, going to the top, and now there it is. This will be the very final couple of passes on the top of this print. And now the print head is going to lift and push the print out so that I can take it off. And that's it. There's the print. And I'll give it to the gentleman and see if it fits, make any changes if needed. If you like these, let me know. Like and comment.